Carla Devlin has spent most of her life trying to find who she is.
I didn't fit in the Western world, and I didn't fit in my own community, not knowing where I was from and who my people are. So that has been a difficult journey as far as who am I? Where do I belong?
Devlin is originally from Millbrook First Nation in Nova Scotia, but grew up in Toronto's child welfare system. She's among the hundreds of 60 Scoop survivors gathered at a conference in Winnipeg today. Hosted by the Inish Corporation and the Southern Chiefs organization, the Finding Our Spirits gathering gives survivors from across the globe a chance to share experiences and reconnect.
It should always be survivor-led, and in anything that we do, and that's how this gathering came to be. And it turned out to be an international gathering because many of the children that were scooped during the 60s scoop went international.
It's comforting for them to be able to hear one another's stories and to know that they're not alone in those experiences.
Ravensong Gargan and Stephanie Annika traveled from the west coast to the prairies from the 60s Scoop Indigenous Society of British Columbia. They are survivors who know that reconnecting can be incredibly arduous.
I've talked to some survivors who are just tired. You know, they're crying, they're hurt, they're stressed. They don't know where to turn, so they turn to our society.
Get our records that are not all blacked out would be really helpful, and being able to have records that were not doctored or altered would be also helpful. We're finding there's a lot of 60 scoops that the records are not accurate.
Tanya Ross, originally from Opaskwayak Cree Nation, grew up in the foster care system in Manitoba and Alberta. She experienced hardships and trauma while in care. It led to her involvement with the criminal justice system, where she spent 20 years in prison.
I had to start rebuilding my life outside the walls of prison, and I just put one foot in front of the other. I didn't know how, but I had an amazing support circle, and I knew I wanted to give back to my community, my people, because of what I took.
Today, Ross runs a youth healing lodge and travels as a motivational speaker. A common theme she has noticed among 60 Scoop survivors is the isolation that comes with this connection.
We all have in common that when you're growing up in foster care, you know, in different foster homes and group homes and that, the loneliness of wanting to be with your family. And where's home? I had that question for so long, like, where's home? And my mom always told me, like, home is where you want to make it, my girl.
Devlin spent the past 5 years retracing her roots and a lifetime of feeling lost. She says attending the gathering feels like coming home.
It's been really an emotional journey, but almost a bit like a homecoming, that family reunion that we never had.
Sierra Bettens, APTN National News, Winnipeg.